Good morning or good afternoon. This is Dr. David A. Paget. Today is the first day of Urban Geography, Geography 4850, also cross-listed with Honors 4012, Special Topics. Today is May 3rd, 2021, and today is the first day of class. So what did you see on the screen is the course e-learn page. And so we have a welcome here. And of course, we're meeting remotely. Unfortunately, this is an urban geography class. Normally, we'd be doing field trips. We'd be doing a lot of stuff outside on the ground, like you normally would expect to study the urban environment. But unfortunately, it is what it is, but we'll make the best of it. Okay, so just for your own edification, so this is a synchronous class. We will meet most of the time around from 12:30 to 3:45 p.m. There will be some wiggle with that from time to time, starting tomorrow, and I'll get to that later. So it'll be 12:30 to 3:45 p.m. Central Time. I know some of you might, who knows where you might be right now. Monday through Thursday. And so, again, the first place you should look is at the calendar. So I'm going to talk about tomorrow later. Okay. But the first thing that we're going to do today is, well, let me see. Let me go to student mode just to make sure. Go to student mode. Okay, let's see. Because sometimes I see things that you all can't see. This looks like everything's there. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is go to content and go to the syllabus. Okay, let me stop recording for a moment or pause. So good afternoon. Sorry about that. Dr. David A. Paget, Associate Professor of Geography, and I'm the founder and director of the Tennessee State University Geographic Information Sciences Lab, and this is Urban Geography. So the first thing that we're going to do today, again, is go here, getting started, the course introduction, the syllabus, textbooks, et cetera, and okay, let me go to student view just to make absolutely sure. Okay, it's right there. Okay, now it's showing up. All right, go here. And so I'm going to walk through the syllabus first a little bit. And then as I'm going through the syllabus, I'm going to talk about a couple of the assignments. And the assignments are going to come fast because, again, each day is like a week during a regular semester. So just be prepared. That's all I can say. So here's the syllabus. Hopefully there are no glitches in it, but who knows? If you see anything that looks odd, let me know. It's a Word document. Okay, so again, I'm Dr. David A. Paget. The course format will be synchronous. So we'll meet at about this time every day. Like I said, I'm going to try not to have us sitting here for 3 hours and 15 minutes every day. Today will be different because it's the first day. We have a lot of stuff to do. But after we get past today, then the lecture time will probably be down to maybe an hour and a half at the most. That's the plan anyway. All of these lectures, like I said, will be recorded. There will probably be 3 1-hour segments or 2 1-hour segments each day. And I will get those uploaded as soon as possible and emailed out to you. So if you are in a situation, I know some of you contacted me ahead of time and said, oh, I've got to work, I've got this going on, I've got that going on. Might not be able to come to class every day. That's fine. Just be sure to watch the recorded lectures as soon as you can, because like I said, this is only 12 days. If you haven't had May Master before, it's somewhat intense. So just try to stay up on things. Um, and so given that your attendance is not, I'm not going to grade based upon attendance in the traditional manner. I'm not going to take roll every day. I expect for you to be here. It's to your advantage to be here, as you'll find out right away today. But if for whatever reason you can't be here, and know some of you all might be at working internships, you might be, who knows what might be going on. But just engage, ask questions often. And I have a 24/7 phone line. And I mean that. I'm not just saying that. You know, if you text me at 1 o'clock in the morning with a question and I happen to be up, I have a phone a phone line specifically for this class that I was able to purchase with some grant money. So do not be shy. Reach out. It's only 12 days. You don't have time to try to figure it out. If you get confused, call me, text me right then and there. Like I said, that phone is for you. Use it if you have any confusion. Or you can try the traditional methods. You can email me. But like I said, calling or texting, the phone is the most effective way, or sometimes that'll get things done faster than texting, or than email. Course description, we're going to be studying the dynamics of cities from a geographic perspective. You will be exposed to how to use geographic information system software. There are texts for the course, but they're all free. Let me show you exactly where they are. If you go to if you go to the course here, and then you go here, notice your textbooks are all here. Here's Land Use and Society. There's which is a link to a Google book. Then there's the rest of them are PDF. Whoops, the rest are PDF documents. So the textbooks include Land Use and Society by Rutherford Platt, Making Community Connections by the Orton Family Foundation Community Mapping Program, Equity, Growth, and Community by Bonner and Pastor. And then there are two, there's the Handbook of Urban Studies, and then there's Resilience Matters, Strengthening Communities in the Era of Upheaval. So all of the books are available to you right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. One of the books is not. I'll add it later. You always see these things later on. But there's the 5th book I'll add later. So you'll have various assignments related to the books, reading assignments, so on and so forth. Here are the course objectives. We'll spend a lot of time engaging with environmental justice issues, all kinds of land use issues. Major course requirements. So there will be assignments. You'll get your first 2 assignments today. There'll be about 2 or 3 assignments every week for you to complete. We have about 5 this week, but 3 of them are article reviews. So I'll get to that in a minute. The assignments are posted, well, they're on the schedule here. So your first assignment is your land use philosophy essay. So you'll go here, and then there are the instructions, and you'll just we'll talk about this later once we get to the lecture, where you will just provide your land use philosophy. You don't have one right now. Hopefully by Wednesday noon, you'll have one. So we'll talk about that later on in the course. We're going to talk about land, what it means, because essentially when we talk about cities and land use in cities, at the heart of it is, how do we think about land? Is it a commodity? Is it something else? How do we determine what goes where in a city? And so in many cases, depending upon the philosophy of individuals in an urban environment, you get different urban landscapes. Even now, you might think, well, cities have already been laid out, they're formed, what more can happen? Well, if you travel, things are very different. For example, if you're here in Nashville and we've only had bike lanes for a few years, it hasn't really been that long. And the bike lanes that we have in Tennessee and all these greenways, all of this is relatively new. I'd say within the last 10 to 15 years, has there really been an emphasis on bikeways and greenways. Whereas in places like Seattle, Washington, and that's been part of their urban landscape. People are very active, or Denver, Colorado, or excuse me, Boulder, Colorado. If you go there, very active community, greenways, and so a lot of what we see on the ground in the cities has a lot to do with what's on people's minds. Where are their heads? Are they active? Do they want to be involved? So on and so forth. Or are they less active? Tennessee, for a while, was the number 1 state in terms of obesity. And we're still not doing very well. And so, but that's part of the reason that we've seen this change in the physical landscape. If we make our streets more walkable, more bikeable, perhaps then people will actually want to get out and become more fit, but we have a long way to go as far as that is concerned. So that's your first assignment, which is due on Wednesday. So the second assignment is it's due on Thursday. This essay, this is a 600 or more word essay. And let me just, while I'm here, first of all, when you see a word count or word requirement in an essay, for me, that's the minimum. That should be at least 600 words. Okay. Now I know some people are different. Some people just want you to write 600. If you write more than 600 words, then you'll get into trouble. That's not me. I don't care how much you write. Okay. I prefer that you write more. As a matter of fact, that's 600 or 300. That's a minimum. Okay. I expect for you to write more than that. What I don't want to see is less than that. Okay. But understand, in other classes, people might have strict word requirements, because there are cases, or there will be in your professional life, where, for instance, if you apply for a research grant and you have to write a synopsis of what you're going to do, it can't be more than 300 words, because the people reviewing your proposal don't want to read more than 300 words. If you go one word over, that just gives them a reason to kick you out of the competition. But in this case, don't worry about that. Write as much as you want. So also, the second thing, anytime that you write an essay in here, don't write it to me. Write it to a novice audience. Your audience is an audience of novices. If you write To me, you're going to take a lot of shortcuts. You're going to use a lot of acronyms. You're going to make a lot of assumptions that I know this is what you're talking about. No, 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 no. When you write an essay, write it as if you're writing it to your mom, your grandmama, your cousin who knows nothing about this. That way you will be more detailed in your explanation. So just remember those two things. Also, for any assignment in here, you can submit drafts at any time. Give me a decent amount of time prior to it being due. That way, if you're wondering, is this okay, Dr. Paget? Email it to me. I'll take a look at it. Now, give me time. Don't email it to me 15 minutes before it's due. Maybe the day before it's due, maybe at least 4 or 5 hours before it's due. I'll look at it and I might say, hey, this is great. This is an A paper. Or I might say, it's a B paper, but it could be an A paper if you did this, that, and the other. So, anytime you can submit a draft of anything, I would strongly recommend it. That way you'll know that you're on the right track before you turn it in to the Dropbox. So this is your second essay. We'll talk about this more later. We're going to get more into land use control policy and so on and so forth. But that is the second essay. And again, please, please read all instructions for assignments carefully. And again, if you have any confusion, ask, call. You don't have time to sit around and try to figure it out in 12 days. As soon as you feel like, Dr. Paget, I don't really understand what's going on, just call me, text me, right then and there, because if you wait around a few days, that's like waiting around a few weeks, in a regular semester. And don't worry, I don't care how many times you text me or email me, you will not get on my nerves, okay? What will get on my nerves is if I don't hear anything from you until May 19th, and then you blow up my inbox with, oh, can you help me out? What am I going to be able to? No, don't do that, okay? Just as soon as you get confused, text me. The quickest way to get me is on this phone. That's why I use funds to buy it, because in this environment, which thank goodness will be over next fall, we don't meet face to face. A lot can get lost. A lot can get lost in translation in these Zoom rooms. I think you understand what I'm saying, but you might not know what I'm talking about. But the only way I'll know is if you communicate. So you have to communicate. So, okay, so your next assignments are article reviews. These are pretty straightforward. Here's the format for an article review. Basically what you're doing essentially is compiling what's called an annotated bibliography. So whenever you go to graduate school, you'll do this all the time. It's the first step in conducting research. So read the instructions carefully. Please, if you have any confusion about anything, let me know. I've also, to assist you, I've put a couple of sample article reviews here, some ones that were done well in the past. Now, the only difference is that notice for these article reviews, the instructions require you to have at least two references to the textbooks, any of the textbooks. For this one, as you can see, this student added a reference to the textbook. So a reference to the textbook is some material from the textbook that is related to the content of your article. And so this student found an article. So here's her citation. She found an article about social problems and continuity and change. And it's, I guess she wrote the essay emphasizing the portion of that article that focused upon urban dynamics or urban systems dynamics. And so she used the Making Community Connections textbook. And really, this one was, it's okay. This reference is okay. She took a quote from the book that's related to the article. She should have used the full. So this is what I mean. This is a teachable moment. So she should have been really, really more explicit about which source she used. Um, she just said Making Community Connections on page 4. Of course, I know what that book is. I assigned it. But if someone else was reading this, would they know what Making Community Connections? No. But she also, I think on the other, both of these came from the same student. On her other sample, I think she actually added a citation. Yeah, so her second article was on parks in urban cities. Here are her keywords. And then she, in this case, now this time, this must have been, she used the full title of the book, and then she cited it and then included in her work cited. So this is this. So there it is. So this is the proper way to cite your references. Now for this Maymaster, I want you to have 2 books referenced. Last year it was only 1. This year I want you to do 2. So again, if you have any questions about these, let me know. You're required to find keywords. Keywords are words or phrases that you create that speak to the theme of the article you found. And so one keyword that's constant is always, well, what is the geographic area covered in the article? If there's a place that's covered in the article, that should be one of your keywords. Nashville, Tennessee, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Washington, D.C., whatever, wherever. And it'll probably be a city because this is an urban geography class. And so your articles will focus upon some aspect of urban environments. The articles don't have to be recent. They don't have to be from this year, last year. You can find an old National Geographic article from 50 years ago that talks about urban renewal. Fine, no problem. Let's see, let me go to the chat. Well, that's what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, so keywords. Yeah, so again, if you can bold the keywords here, you can, again, so what's probably going to happen, if I were you, I would try to get one of these done as soon as possible, maybe that first one, and then ask me about it. That's another option. You can upload it to the Dropbox and then email me and tell me, oh, I've uploaded my assignment to the Dropbox. Can you take a look at it before you grade it, Dr. Paget? And I'll give you an honest assessment and say, oh, like I said, oh, this is a B article review, but it would be an A if you added some keywords, or you might need better keywords or something. So again, I gave you a couple of examples of good ones, but just as a reminder for this. Let's see, for okay, I see I'm gonna have to, oh, there it is. I blew right past it. But for this Maymaster, your essay must include at least 2 references to 2 of the course textbooks, and you saw the course textbooks. I'll add that 5th one during the break. Okay. So we have, so your assignments include, again, essays, GIS exercises, reflection papers. There'll probably be, like I said, 1 or 2 assignments each week. So this week you've got 2 writing assignments and 3 and 3 article reviews. So that's this week. And there'll be some other things you'll have to do this week just to get ready. So you'll have 2 term papers in here. Don't worry. You'll get them done. I'm going to make sure you get them done. Now, the first one is an individual term paper that you'll work on as an individual. So let's talk about that one right now. And we'll probably, so the first one, the individual term paper, is also described in detail at content. Obviously, it's not due until the last day of class. And so here it is, individual term paper. So here are the instructions. Now, what you can do for this assignment is, if you haven't already done so, I know a couple of you have already had class with me, is set up your own public account for ArcGIS Online. ArcGIS Online is a geographic information systems software package that is free. We also have a license, campus-wide site license that you are paying for as part of your tuition. So what we'll do is once you get your public account set up, let me know, and I'll plug you into the university account. But it doesn't cost anything. Just sign up. Here are the instructions for signing up. The title of the paper is Geographic Information Systems Applications in the Assessment of Urban Population Vulnerability to Coronavirus or COVID-19. And so we're going to go through an exercise where you will be using GIS to make certain observations about about urban population vulnerability to COVID-19. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to get started on right now by assigning your city. So don't worry, I'm going to assign the cities for you, and so that you don't have to go through that process. So I see Elijah Poston is here, and let's see, I'm gonna have to ask him.
Are you looking for
so Elijah,
Dr. Paget?
did this before, right?
Are you asking for my hometown?
No, I mean, you have you done this assignment before?
No, I've never taken urban geography, so no, sir.
But you took World Regional, right?
Yes, sir.
And I thought that class did this same assignment. I'm almost sure you guys did.
Possibly. I know it was last semester, so.
Okay, so,
I think so.
All right. I'll just give you some different cities. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna, Elijah's familiar, so Miami, Florida. So this is gonna be really an exercise mostly in urban data research. Try to mix them up a little bit. Okay, so okay, so is that Mackenzie Davis?
Yes, sir.
So what's your major?
Biology,
Where are you from?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay, well, I'll give you Nashville, Tennessee. Let's see. Uh, okay, let's see. Okay, Gina Rivera. Yes, Gina Rivera. Okay, we'll come back to her. Okay, Ashanti Mitchell. Ashanti Mitchell. Okay. Let's see, who else is here today? Okay, Sophia Garcia.
Yes.
Where are you from?
Puerto Rico.
Okay. I'm going to this. I don't know. I'll have to look and see if San Juan might. But
That's the capital from Puerto Rico. That's one of the towns.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you have to. We'll be using census data, but I'll tell you what. Let's just let's trade. I'll give you Miami,
Okay.
and I'll give Poston. Let's see.
But San Juan is the capital of Puerto Rico, by the way.
Yeah, no, I was going to. Yeah, we have to use a census database, and I'm not sure. I have to go back and look. But just to be safe, I'll give you Miami, Florida. That's as close as we're going to get in the contemporaneous U.S.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if how thorough the database. If I find out later on that we can get as much data from this rich data from San Juan as we do for Miami, then I might switch it back. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Do you say?
Okay.
Do you call my name? Sophia.
Excuse me.
Do you call my name? I'm Gina
Rivera. Yeah,
Rivera.
I'll come back to you. Yeah,
Okay.
1
sorry.
second. So let's see. We got Miami, Florida. Try to get. I'll give you my hometown. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I'll give you my hometown. Minnesota. And all right. So okay, Rivera. Yes, Rivera.
Yes.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Puerto Rico.
Okay. Let's see. I give you Tampa, Florida. It's close enough. Tampa, Florida. And then I'll give you also. Anybody have Atlanta yet? I give you Atlanta. GA. And then I'll give you Dallas, Texas. And
I can do LA.
in Columbia, South Carolina. Okay, is Ashanti Mitchell back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so where are you from?
I'm in Hopkinsville, Kentucky at the moment.
Hopkinsville, Kentucky. All right, let's see. We'll give you Louisville, Kentucky. I guess that's close enough. Let's see, Louisville, Kentucky. Birmingham, Alabama. And let's see, where else can we?
Oh no, I want Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Let's see, we got Louisville, Kentucky.
Well, you can give her
Denver.
Birmingham. I was thinking just like any city in Alabama, if you really want to.
That's fine. Denver, Colorado. Let's see, where else? This is such, let's see, can I get this right? Oh, got it right the first time. And it's Albuquerque, New Mexico. And Boise, Idaho. All right. So now we have Dakwa. Okay. Oops. So she wants Birmingham, Alabama.
You change it to Huntsville.
Oh, would you rather have Huntsville?
Yeah, Huntsville, Alabama. I just heard Alabama and I was like,
Alabama. Let's see, I've already got Orlando. Let's see, I gotta go get some place. And I gotta get somewhere out west. All right, let's see who's left. Oh, Powell.
Hey, I'm from
Hey,
Atlanta, Georgia.
you're from Georgia. Did we get? We got
Yeah.
Atlanta already. Let's do Macon, Georgia. Macon, Georgia.
What? Make
Yeah, I'll give you Macon, Georgia. Is that okay? Do you not?
Nah, I'm fine with whatever.
Okay, Macon, Georgia. Bowling Green, Kentucky. Carolina. Okay, I think, oh, so let's see. Cameron Martin.
Yes.
Where are you from?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, Memphis, Tennessee. Let's see where else. Let's do back. Yeah, let's do. Let's see, nobody has Chicago, right? No Chicago, no Chicago. Okay. Oh. Okay, I think that should be everybody that's here. If not, please speak up. Oh, wait a minute. Zhang.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so where are you from?
China.
Okay, well,
And so you can put a nature or something. Like I think outside.
Los Angeles. Los Angeles, California.
I'm staying in Georgia right now. So
Excuse me?
I will stay in Georgia right now. So maybe you can count that.
Okay, so in Georgia. Let's see. Did I give? She's already got Tampa. Okay, I'm gonna trade you. She's already got. Darn it. Let's see. Texas. Denver. Oh, so let's do. Now that should be. See, that's 9 people. Looks like I see Mitchell.
Can I trade
Powell.
Macon for Atlanta?
Excuse me?
Can I trade Macon for Atlanta?
All right. Sure. All right. I'm gonna do this way. Nobody has Detroit, right? No Detroit, no Detroit, Detroit, no Detroit. Okay. Let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait a minute. There's a couple people I don't have here. Who have I not? I have 1, 2. See, we've got Davis, got Poston, we've got Rivera, got Mitchell. Okay, I think that. Oh, okay. I think that is everybody. Okay, so these are your cities. I will be posting that as soon as possible. I could probably do it now, but I'll do it later. So, whoops. Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do right now, just so this will be pure. Okay, so we all have been experiencing the pandemic. So based upon what you think of just off the top of your head without doing any kind of investigation. Just don't Google anything. You're not, I want this to be just a guess. So we'll start off with Poston's rankings. Let me see, how can we do this most effectively? We'll just do it this way. Yeah, we'll do it this way. So Elijah, in terms of vulnerability to COVID for the urban population of your cities, which city do you think would have the highest vulnerability? Go from highest to lowest.
I would say Detroit has the highest. Then I would go with Orlando, Phoenix, and then Seattle last.
Okay, just like it. Okay. See, I have to make an adjustment later. Okay, Davis, same thing. What are your rankings from just guessing, which population is the most vulnerable to the least of your 4 cities?
Most vulnerable will be Austin, Texas. Second, Nashville, Tennessee. Third, Charlotte, and then the last will be Columbus.
Okay, I'm gonna make one adjustment here. Keep changing out Zings. All right. Okay, so next, Rivera.
I would say Tampa first, then Dallas, then Columbia, and then Kansas City.
Okay, next, Mitchell, your
Mine
turn.
are already in order.
So you just like they are, okay. That's fine, just. All right, so next is Garcia.
I think the first one will be Tampa. Oh, Miami, sorry. Miami, Florida. Then Minneapolis.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so okay, Miami, okay.
Minneapolis, Baltimore, and San Francisco.
Okay, Dakwa.
Okay, so I say Sacramento, Pittsburgh, Huntsville, and then Providence last, because I don't even know where that is.
It says Pittsburgh. Then what was next?
Huntsville.
And what was the last one?
Providence.
Okay. Okay, Powell. Powell.
Sorry, I'm driving. I'll say Atlanta, then Durham, North Carolina, and then Albany, and then Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Okay, thank you. Be safe. Be safe. It's Powell. Okay, Martin.
I would say New Orleans first, then Washington, D.C., Chicago, and then Memphis.
Okay, and then Zing.
I guess Los Angeles is my first thing. The second one is New York, and Detroit, and Houston, maybe
Houston, yeah.
Houston and sorry, how to say the name? Silver name?
It's Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay.
Cleveland. Okay, I think that's everybody's. So I'll post these in case you forget between now and all right. Okay, so it is 1:34. Let's just break for about 5 minutes and come back at 1:40. And I'm going to stop recording. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes.